We're on a record in cause number 327370, the state of Texas versus Sarah Lunsford. Ms. Lunsford, would you please raise your right hand? Ms. Lunsford, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Lunsford, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Ms. Lunsford?
I can be better.
Okay, that's good. Now, Ms. Lunsford, the information states that, or the information alleged that on or about May 3rd of 2020, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 2A. Ms. Lunsford, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Ms. Lunsford, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Now, Ms. Lunsford, prior to entering a plea of no contest, the court went over the judge's explanation of rights to defendants without an attorney. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you were informed that as a defendant in a criminal case, you had three options. Number one, you were informed that you may hire an attorney. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And number two, you were also informed that if you do not have enough money to hire an attorney, you may request an attorney be appointed to represent you. And is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And number three, you were informed that you may represent yourself. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you informed the court that you wanted to waive your right to an attorney and to represent yourself. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And then prior to talking to the prosecutor in this case, you signed the waiver of counsel for purposes of entering your plea. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And that waiver is located in State's Exhibit Number 1, which is the misdemeanor plea admonishment in the paragraph that is titled waivers. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, also on State's Exhibit Number 1, page 2, there are some initials at the bottom of this document. The first set of initials rather, is on a line that says no contingent, which means no contest. Are those your initials?
Yes, sir.
The second set of initials is located under the paragraph that's titled Discovery Admonishment. And your initials is on the line that state that I do not request discovery of the evidence. I waive my right to request discovery of this case, in this case. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, on page 3 of this document, there's a signature above the line that says defendant that purports to be your signature. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document, which is the trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, there's a signature above the line that says defendant, and that purports to be your signature. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
Now, at the top of this document, there are two boxes that's checked. The first box states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The second box that's checked states that you're waiving, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, prior to signing and initialing these documents, did you read these documents?
Yes, sir.
And did you understand what you read?
Yes, sir.
Is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Lunsford, State, I have before me State's Exhibit Number 1. State, you like to offer State's 1?
Yes, Your Honor, and I'd also like to offer State's Exhibit 2, that's the probable cause affidavit for this case.
Ms. Lunsford, the state is offering State's Exhibit Number 1, and State's Exhibit Number 1 is the document that have your initials on page 2 and your signature on page 3. The state is also offering the probable cause affidavit as State's Exhibit Number 2. State's Exhibit Number 2, the probable cause affidavit, is also referred to as the police report. Now, Ms. Lunsford, the state wants to use State's Exhibit Number 1 and State's Exhibit Number 2 against you as evidence in your case. Is it all right for the state to use these documents as evidence in your case?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Lunsford, State's Exhibit number 1 and 2 will be admitted. Ms. Lunsford, is there any evidence that you are currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, sir.
Ms. Lunsford, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea of no contest and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, Your Honor. Sorry, my phone was ringing. I didn't want it to ring on Zoom. The agreement is for 30 days credit for time served, tax, and retire.
Okay, going to tax and retire the court costs.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Lunsford, the state is offering that you serve 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not have to serve 30 days in jail because you've already served 30 days in jail. Therefore, you will be given credit for time served. If you owe any court costs, you will not have to pay that court cost either because the time that you spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, the court costs will be taxed and retired. Ms. Lunsford, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Lunsford, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you've entered into with the state. Ms. Lunsford, please have a good day, and you can follow the bailiff.
Have a good day. Have a good day too. Thank you.